Welcome back, everyone. Well, I want to talk about potentially how long the iPhone X could actually last. So there's really no definitive answer. And for those of you who still own the iPhone X, first of all, I want to tell you guys 100% keep this phone forever. Even 20, 30, 40 years from now, you might as well keep it because, bro, this thing is a piece in history when it comes down to technology, in my opinion. But obviously, if you need the money or whatever, go ahead and resell it. That's what I would probably end up doing. Now, with the iPhone X, first of all, it's a great pickup. A 3 to 4, maybe, like $500 phone. But the longevity of this device, I think, is further than just the software support that it has. Now let me explain. So with some phones back in the day, if you guys have been watching the channel for a while, I've been saying like phones like the iPhone 6s, 6s Plus, even when those phones are done with software, I think they will be in a better position than when the iPhone 6 and 5s were done with software. So even though we're still getting security updates on those phones, I think the 6s at that time would have been really good. I think now it's kind of in a weird spot, so I probably want to retract that statement. But with the iPhone X, I look at all the other phones in the market. I look at my Galaxy S20, my OnePlus 8, my iPhone 11 Pro. The iPhone X is still up there, and I can see myself, a couple years from now, still recommending this phone and being at a higher viewpoint, in my opinion, than what the iPhone X was at that time. For me, at least when I was, recommending a couple years ago, phones are getting better and better, which is great. So I want to tell you, in terms of software, in terms of hardware, this phone will last extremely long, and it'll definitely last longer than the software that it'll get because the hardware is great. You're getting still a great screen, great build quality, great cameras for the most part. However, when software comes around, I think this phone will be lasting a long time in software as well. And here's the main reason behind that. So back in the day, the iPhone X was announced and released and all that. The iPhone 8 and 8 Plus, started off the same day. I think iOS 11 came out, but I think it started off like iOS 11.0.1 or something. However, the iPhone X ended up getting like iOS 11.1.4 when it was officially announced, like in October of that year. So that's another big thing to keep in mind. This thing did not get all iOS 11, which is probably, a better thing than not. But that's another big thing to keep in mind. So in my opinion, I think the iPhone X is definitely going to last as long as at least the iPhone XS, in my opinion. And the iPhone XS is going to be getting updates for a long time too. So this is just my assumption. If the iPhone 7 stops at iOS 15, the iPhone 8 and 10 series I think are probably going to end off at least bare minimum iOS 16, but I'll probably say further, it's probably going to end off on iOS 17, to be honest. I know we're talking like so deep down the line, but this thing is going to be lasting for many, many more years in terms of a software standpoint. But when it comes down to that hardware standpoint, I think it's going to last longer than what the software entails, mostly because of just how great of a phone and hardware and speed and performance that this phone has brought. And looking at every iteration after this phone, even looking at the iPhone 12, even though they haven't been announced yet, we know a lot about them, and it still doesn't even seem like it's going to be that crazy of a powerful upgrade. I could be totally wrong, but when the time comes, we'll go and compare it and everything. But I'm pretty surprised about these phones. And with the iPhone X series, it's amazing. I think it's great still. And I think even next year and the year after, it's just going to keep getting better and better, mostly because of the features that are being brought in with iOS. But on top of that, with the phones becoming cheaper and cheaper in the used market, it just makes it a no-brainer. And at some point, the iPhone X is probably going to be that $100, $150 phone that people are going to be recommending. So it's pretty crazy that we're probably going to get up at that point eventually. But so to answer the question, how long will the iPhone X last? I'm telling you guys, it's going to last for many, many more years, probably at least like 4 more years from now in terms of hardware and software combined. So that's really pretty much it. If you guys have any questions or anything, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys could hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel. More importantly, everything else. I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.